Hi guys, I'm Ernst from EDH Construction. I want to make a part 2 of the original video that I did about the airless spray painting on the roof. It was a red roof that I painted, and I got a lot of comments and Facebook replies and the whole bang shoot with it. So I just wanted to show you exactly how this airless spray machine actually works, so that you can get a better understanding of what airless spray painting is all about. Firstly, if you look at the machine here, this is where you would adjust your pressure for lower pressures for thinner paints. Then it's got the central setting, which is for priming and cleaning the machine, and then your high pressures for your thick paints like your roof paints and so forth. You can play around with this and you'll get a different spray pattern, and yeah, you just adjust it until you get exactly what you need. With experience you get to know what the spray pattern should look like. But we're going to prime the machine now shortly. I just keep it in an empty bucket because there's water in the machine that you use when you're rinsing the machine and stuff. In South Africa it doesn't get that cold that we winterize the machines like you guys do in overseas, US and the UK, where it actually gets so cold that you need to winterize the machine, otherwise you can crack the pump, so forth. Where you guys use a glycol based product. In South Africa, normal water, clean the system just fine. Firstly, you've got your intake. This is where your paint gets sucked up through this first strainer here. It goes into the machine. If you're not using the trigger, it will basically just return it through the agitator into the can. This is your nozzle, which you can either use it to prime or to spray. The prime, which it just loops it back into and agitates the paint, so it keeps on stirring it, and once you switch this, it will actually go to the gun. Okay, I'm actually going to prime the machine now. You'll see what I do when I prime it. Unfortunately, the machine is a little bit loud, so you might not get the perfect audio that we would like, but let's have a go at it. Firstly, obviously you grab your can of paint. The nice thing about the machine is you don't mix the water. I have stirred the can of paint. You have to stir it still, but you don't have to add anything to it like water or thinners or whatever. Basically what I do for a start, I just put the intake nozzle in the can and I keep the return out of it. I get another can just to catch the dirty water, so we don't just dump it into drains and so forth. Once we switch the machine on, you'll see it'll start coming out of here. Once it starts coming out of here, a paint coming out of here, then you know this side of the machine is primed. Then we need to prime the hose, which is also still full of water. Once the pressure starts coming out of it, I'll switch the machine off and just explain to you again something about the whole lance and everything. Okay, so let's do this prime and see how it goes. There's the paint. This is just water. Now you return the agitator back that side because it's full of paint. As you can see here, it's just watery. There's the paint coming now. You release the handle and it actually builds the pressure inside the pump. Now at this stage, if you press the nozzle, I'll press it just for information purposes. If you press the handle, you'll see it just squirts a stream of paint. There's not that much pressure on it. If you look there, green nozzle. The thing that really creates the pressure and the spray effect on this machine is it's all in the head of this lance or the spray gun. It's a very fine, on the thing it says it's a 517 gauge atomizer, or what you want to call it. Goes into that. if you get a blockage from a paint particle or something blocking it, you just turn it backwards and spray it onto a already sprayed or pre-sprayed area. It normally just hides it. You can't even see where you've unclogged it. This just gets put on here. You can literally just finger tight it on there. That's enough to seal it. There's a nice seal inside there. You align it straight. Now there's pressure on the system. If you squeeze the trigger now, it will actually spray in the pattern that you require. There's a safety on the handle this side. In the previous videos, guys were talking a lot about safety equipment. I don't have steel caps on. I don't think paint will hurt my toes. I've got a green jacket on just to protect my clothes. The glasses I wear is actually, it looks stylish enough, but it's actual safety glasses. They are rated. And for a mask outside, I only use this outside. It is well ventilated. There's very little overspray, and it's a water-based product, so there's very little dangers to yourself. I try not to spray when it's too windy. Today is a bit of a overcasted day, so I'm just going to, for display purposes, do this garage door because it's not the best conditions to spray today. The door has been previously prepped. I will speak to you in a while. We'll go inside where there's better lighting and it's quieter. I'll go through the whole setup process of prepping the surface, what we do, spraying, and some of the things that we use in the prep work of a roof, and so forth. So I'm just going to spray this garage door. We normally do 2 coats. I'm just going to put 1 coat on. This paint requires 8 hours drying time in between. As the chemicals react with the rust, it leaves little white marks on it. Your second coat covers that, and it doesn't come back, and you get a beautiful product. We've done the roof already, so I'm just going to do this garage door so you can get an idea. This is an old building. I'm not worried about overspray, so I'm not going to put tape it off or anything. This is just a little outbuilding that I've got. I'm just going to spray it all so it looks better than the rest. The house will still be painted afterwards. Therefore, the overspray on the roof is also not a problem for me because I will be doing the painting on the outside and cover that all up once we get to that stage. So I'll do the roof first, gutters, then the walls. Okay, so I'm just going to spray a little bit so you can see how they're overlapping, and I'll show you the coverage that you get with this machines. I might add, this is a wrong pin. It's a Chinese machine. You get a whole bunch of different ones. I also like to use a long lance. You get longer ones and shorter ones, but this is perfectly for me, especially on the roof. Break my back, bend down, and I don't have to stand like this to try and put a lance in. This is just, you get different sizes that you fit it to your size. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and give it a coat over this, and we'll see how that goes. I'll ask Rickers just to point at the machine while I spray once the top part there, just so you can get an idea of how the machine actually works while we're busy with it. give it a little bit more pressure because I can see it's spraying quite thick. But as you can see, it doesn't do any tears or anything like that on the garage door. And if you come in closer, you'll see it's a nice even coat. It'll dry like that. And because it's sprayed, it actually dries a little bit quicker than that it normally would. And as you can see, this is a first coat. We always put 2 coats on. The first coat will react with the rust, it will convert it, and it will leave little white droplets on the paint. And your second coat covers that, and you've got a beautiful product at the end of the day. So let me just do that last top bit, and then we'll go inside. Okay guys, there you have it. Now I'm just going to go through your cleaning process that you would do, and it's exactly the same as priming the machine. You just turn it back to priming. Willem, can we get some water here please? You just put, that's dirty water. We'll just get a can of clean water. You can take the nozzle off so long. I switch the machine back to your original agitator so that you can get some of the pressure off the hose, and then I'll just switch it off. The water will be here in a second. I just put this lid on. I've cut a hole in the lid. I found that if the paint stands still like that, especially when there's a little bit of a breeze, the top there's like a skin that forms on the top. And sometimes that goes into the filters and gives you a bit of hassle to clean that out. So I've just taken an old lid can, I cut a hole in it so that it just closes up the can a little bit more so that the paint doesn't dry that quickly. And I just put a slit in it so that you can easily get it off, like so. And then, okay, cleaning process, you just take the paint can away, and then dump everything into the clean water. Quick. There you go. And then you put the paint can next to it, because there's about a litre and a half of paint in the system. So you don't want to go to waste, but it's a very quick process. So get your lance ready. Make sure it's off for safety. Same procedure as priming it. Willem, if you can just switch it on there please. There's the water coming, switch. Now you just have a look, you can put that back in there. You can see it's all the paint coming out. As soon as you see it start spinning out, start spinning out, you turn it back to there. You can put your paint aside, and you get your dirty bucket. And you just suck up clean water through the system, it rinses it, and you just keep running it until it runs clean. Put it back to the agitator, and it'll run that clean as well. And then you can dispose of this properly in a proper manner, not just throwing it down the drain or something. So that's the Airless Spray painter, guys. I'm going to make a part 2 where we will talk about the preparation that we do on a roof. Thanks.